guys, welcome back to sketch number 5 of the She's Crafty mini paper pad series. This time I'm using Snow Fun by Simple Stories. It is my first layout with this collection for this series. I don't think I had used this for anything else, so it would be my first layout completely with this collection. The goal is to do 2 layouts with each collection that you've picked. And let me tell you, with this sketch, things came together fairly quickly. I did run into a few things, as we always do, but I'm choosing my background here. There wasn't really, and I show you later, any paper in the sketch. It was more mixed media, and that's not my forte. I try and try and try. I mean, I have gelatos, I have paints, I have gesso. I did get rid of my modeling paste because it was, bad after 10 years. So what I did instead is I used patterned paper because there were no layers in the background. So I thought, okay, my mixed media will be patterned paper. So I decided to go with this navy blue one. And I noticed as I was editing this that it seemed to, oh, I'm poking the thingies out of the doily, so I didn't make you watch that. But it seemed, as I was editing this, that my filming lights and the dark background make my photos look like they have filters on them. Like that blue sky looks, really, really filtered, and it's not. And it doesn't look like that in person. It looks just like a normal photo. So I'm going to back the top and bottom photo just with some white cardstock, just to give them some, delineation between the rest of the photos. Back in February, we had about 30 inches of snow. So we took the kids. It's the first time that both of them were old enough and we'd really gotten enough snow to do any kind of significant sledding. So we took them for their first sledding adventure. And that's what these photos are from. They had a blast. They have since gone again. They asked to go, even though there is no longer snow on the ground. But yeah, it was a great time. So I wanted to make sure to document that. This is the first time I've ever had this problem. You see me get another doily. I always use my liquid glue to attach my doilies because they're so delicate. The ATG often rips them. But you could see, I'm assuming it's because of the dark background, you could see every line of glue. Oh, and then my ATG ran out of tape, so I'm going to pause and change that as well. But, so I just laid another doily on top of it that I did attach with ATG. And since I laid them in the same place, you can't really tell that there's 2 doilies. But, it gives it a much nicer, I don't even know what the word is. You can't see through it, so like the patterned paper doesn't show as much through the doily. So I popped up that bottom photo just again to give it, some interest and something different for your eye to see rather than them all just being, stacked on top of each other. That is just craft fun foam. I like using, I do have pop dots, but I like using the fun foam for photos because it's easier to cut a larger piece, obviously, and more economical than covering an entire photo with pop dots. Now you're going to see this sled. I thought, perfect, right? There's a sled on the sticker sheet. You're going to see that pop back up through the entire video. I try to get it on the layout. I do. I really try. I move it all over the place. It does not make it on the layout. I don't know. I don't know why. I could not find a place that I liked it. So, down below, tell me where you would have stuck that sled if you were making this layout. Now, you see, I'm using a piece of paper to try to get my title straight, and that is because my T-ruler has grown legs and walked away. One of my kiddos brought it upstairs for I don't even remember what, and I have not seen it since. So at this point, it's been probably 8 days since I've seen it. So I may be buying another T-ruler. Thank goodness they're inexpensive. So I'm just mixing my font for my title there. It's obviously the blue came from the sticker sheet that came with the collection. The glitter one is one I've had in my stash forever. It has a mix of uppercase and lowercase alphabets. I have since stopped buying those kind of thickers because I never seem to have the right ones. I wanted this to have a capital F-U-N, but and then lowercase, U-N, but I didn't have a lowercase n, so it had to be all capital. But the green matched the green in the collection very nicely, and then it allowed me to use more of the green stickers from the sheet and obviously use up some of those thickers. But I really like that the glitter gives it a little something too. But now I'm just, trying to find a place to put some embellishments. Again, since this was a mixed media layout, there really wasn't any indication of where embellishments should go on the sketch. So I'm winging it. But in the end, I like how they come out. I'm also going to use a journaling card. I tried to get this. I thought the frozen would be good because by the time we were done, the kids were frozen, even though they had snow clothes on. I mean, we were out there, I want to say 2.5 hours. But I just didn't like the way it sat. I tried with the border, without the border, but I felt like I needed something in that right-hand corner. There was just so much space there, and that photo for me just kind of seemed to be floating off on its own. So I eventually am going to give up on the embellishment idea, and I'm going to put my journaling there. And with it being a patterned paper background, I didn't feel like if I just wrote on it, it would show up well. So I took this journaling card, which looks, for me on my screen, it looks white. But it's not. It's a very pale shade of blue. So it isn't too stark against the dark blue patterned background. So I cut it and stick it there. I did give it a scalloped edge with my punch just to give it a little something. And I just talk about their first time sledding. I did have to do this twice because I'm really trying to accept my own handwriting on a layout, even though not my favorite thing. But I ended up, I don't mind one little mess up, but I ended up writing my journaling and having 3 or 4 areas scribbled out. So I just cut another piece and wrote it again. I'm going to attach it down, and the only other thing I have to do is add some final scattering type embellishments, Nouveau drops or enamel dots. I end up going with sequins just because I have so many of them, and I'm trying to get some of my stash used up. So I'm going to try to alternate between sequins and enamel dots. Obviously, I pulled out some ink for splattering. That is from Dilutions. I'm enjoying them much better than my Heidi Swap ones that I've had for ages. But thanks for sticking with me here, guys. I will link to Shannon's channel down below so you can see what she did with all 10 of these sketches, as well as the links for the products I can find are down below. They are affiliate links, but they do not add any cost to you guys if you purchase anything through there. But stay tuned. I've already got the next layout filmed and ready for you, and I'm so excited. I'm loving this, as I've said before. This has been great inspiration, and I hope it's been inspirational for you as well. I think I may have found a new way to scrap by just picking out, these are the collections, and these are some sketches, and go with it, because it's really stopped me from overthinking every little photo and what collection and decision. So it's really been helpful. I've gotten more layouts done with this in the last month than I probably did in 6 months last year, which obviously makes me super happy because there is photos getting documented and memories being documented. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I can't wait to be with you again, and I'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Bye.